All right, and welcome to the Division 3 Zoom Racing League Season 2 first round in Austria. My name is Tyler, and I am joined with Jack. Jack, do you want to introduce yourself?
How's it going, everybody? Really excited for the first round of the Division 3 today, so it's going to be really interesting to see how this new driver lineup performs today.
I know I'm excited. We got a couple of new people in here. We've got some reserves. We got people that have left and have come back. It's a exciting round one. We really don't know what's going to happen. Some people to keep your eyes on are PBJ. He actually won Division 2 last year and is filling in for the AlphaTauri racing team. And we also are having Bronson, who is a part of the championship team in Division 1, who is racing in D3. He is unable to race on D1 nights, so he decided to still participate in the league, and I think he's going to handicap himself at the start to make sure that D3 is fair and gives everybody a shot to win.
Yeah, we got a lot of fast guys. I know there's a few guys that most have been on reserve that are starting to actually do a proper season this year, but I know we definitely do have a good amount of really fast guys in here, so it's going to be, really nice to see a lot more competitiveness in Division 3.
Yeah, and right now we're on board with KCEB. He's actually on a hot lap right now, and he's coming up to the final sector, and he is improving on his time. He's currently in P11, and it looks like he's going to cross, and he was able to improve his time by 0.3, but only up to P10 right now. So he's just on the cusp.
Pretty good lap for him. Seeing PBJ here on a hot lap.
Let me jump up to PBJ then. All right, PBJ is coming down into the the end of Sector 2. Up into the only real two left-handers on this track. I actually love these two corners. I think you can make up a lot of time if you nail them correctly, but it's really risky because you can ride there. All right.
So he's about 0.6 up on his time right now. So he's looking at maybe even being able to stick to Sing P2 early on in or midway through qualifying here. We'll see as he comes around the final turn, gets a good exit. Might have invalidated there, and I think he did. My track map just lit up red, yep. So I think he just invalidated, right, coming out of the last corner there.
Yep, and it was a 104. He would have been P2, P3. So it looks like he's on another push lap, so we'll just stay on board with PBJ and see if he can keep this one clean. Oh, no, wait, he might have invalidated for the next lap as well.
I was going to say, but coming out of that corner, if you invalidate through there, yeah he's off the pace now.
Yeah, he's off the track.
If you invalidate late through that corner, you will invalidate your previous or your lap you're on now and the next one. So
we'll follow up with Siggy. He's coming in on some traffic, but it looks like he's on he's on an out lap. So let's see here.
I'm looking at seeing KCB potentially on another lap here.
Okay, I'll jump on him. He's in the special livery of Red Bull this week. Do you know how long this livery is going to stay in the game?
I actually am not too sure. I haven't really been following along with a lot of the F1 recently. I'm not too sure. I know I see KCB here off the pace.
He bailed out of his lap, but his teammate Shadow MX just put it on pole with a 103.8.
Yeah, he just went purple at Sector 1 and 2, so what a solid lap by him there.
Well, I'm back on board with PBJ. Looks like he had enough fuel to do another push lap. Now, I know PBJ has been racing GT3 cars a lot in this off-season, so he might be a little bit rusty. And so he's probably fueled up so he can get some practice laps in. Jack, what do you think is going to be our pole time? I mean, we're already in the 103s.
It's hard to say. I don't fully remember what we ran in the Division 1 last year, but I know with recent patches and some car physics tweaks, I know the car's a little bit slower now, so that's going to definitely play a role in slowing the times down. I'm not really too sure. Maybe I'd be surprised if we got any lower than 103, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we can get even deeper into the 103s. I would think so as the track evolves. Now PBJ is already 0.6 up on his best time, and he puts it on P2 with a 104.7. So he just gets it on in the second spot, but he's got 3-lap old tires since he did several push laps. So that'll be a disadvantage to him versus the Johannes Ludwig sitting in P2. He's got, or P3. He's got only 1-lap old tires.
Yeah, I mean tire wear is not super a big deal around
what
here.
Mercedes just went off the track and DNF'd? That was Johannes. He came right across Rivas' screen. Flew off in sector 2.
Wow.
I was just hopping between cars and I just saw this Mercedes come flying across the bow of Rivas. Oh, that's too funny. Good thing he got his qualifying work done in early.
Yeah, absolutely. See, Shadow's got kind of in his league of his own right now. He's almost a second up on the rest, everybody else. So.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Shadow race before, so he's probably a newcomer. Joined late, and so you start in D3 and work your way up. He's got mad pace. So we're on board with, is it OG? Is that how you say his name? Oh, and he the tail end came out from behind him on the corner 1, but he saved it, didn't go off track. Hopefully he has enough gas to do another push lap. We'll jump on board with somebody else.
Just looking, seeing who's on a hot lap. Maybe Sargento?
Sargento, all right. Hop on board this Williams. Yep.
Yep, just starting through turn 1 cleanly there. You got to get a good exit all the way up the hill, as this long straightaway will make you pay for it if you get a crappy exit. A bit of curb on the left there. Try and hold it as tight as possible and get the cars. What was someone? Looked like a Red Bull was around.
KCEB. Put it in the wall coming out of turn 3.
Feeling like he kept all his bits on, so he's gonna get fired up. Maybe head back to the pits quickly.
He might be able to get another lap in. I don't know. 3.5 minutes might be too close. Either way, Sargento was 10.5 up through sector 1. Oh, and he's lost that time in sector 2. He had 2 people off track, so that might have, broke his concentration. I don't know about you. Oh, go ahead, Jack.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I don't know about you, but I have lost my rear end coming out of turn 3 many times doing hot laps around here. Oh, and he's not able to improve on his time. But it looks like he's going for a back-to-back push lap.
Seems to be the trend today. These guys put multiple laps on their qualifying tire. Yeah, turn 3 is pretty much really the only, other than turn 1 a little bit, is really the only traction zone as we see Sargento go deep through there.
I jumped on board of OG. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. It it's really the only traction zone on this track, and the way they set up these cars for this particular track, you have a lot of camber to deal with these high-speed turns, especially through sector 2 and sector 3. So you kind of sacrifice a little bit of pace there in that corner.
Oh, did he? Nope, he didn't invalidate. He got very lucky there. Oh no, he did invalidate on the last corner. OG again. He didn't have a better lap anyways. He did not improve. So let's see. Let's go ahead and jump on. Oh, Leaf. Nope, he's in the pits.
Did see a Haas there, Kevin. I'm not sure what happened to him. He just looked like he lost it out of turn 2 there. Or excuse me, turn 3. I'm not sure what happened to him. I didn't get to manage to jump on board with him in time.
Fun fact, Kevin Magnussen has never completed a race in this league.
No?
No, he's actually George Russell last season.
Oh, okay.
And he changed his name to Kevin Magnussen since he's on the Haas team this year. Alright, I'm on board with Siggy. He's setting up a hot lap. Just came across the start-finish line heading into turn 1. Oh, little loose coming out of turn 1. We got a lot of OG fans in the chat. Oh my gosh, I see his name popping up all over the place. Ziggy looked like he had a good exit on out of turn 3.
Yeah, keeping it nice and tidy now. Here's the real tough part of this course. You gotta just flick it in there and hope it sticks. And he's up on his time by 3/10.
Doing a great job.
Might be able to sneak it on the second row here if he gets a good last 2 corners here.
Oh, it looked a little
wide
bit
there.
wide.
No invalidation, gonna get away with it, and
improved by half a second, but he didn't. I think he moved up 1 spot.
I don't think he moved actually. I think a few guys in front of him just like quite literally set a time in front of him, so he kind of made sure he kept the same position there. Really, a couple of guys in front of him improved. So,
all right, well, I hopped on board. Leaf Says, and is it Leaf Says? Am I saying that correctly? Not sure. But
I think so.
It's coming up at the end of his lap. Let's see here. He was able to improve his time, and he goes P6, puts it on the 3rd row.
It's a great lap. Get some guys just finishing up here.
Sorry, hold on 1 second. Just got my screen is off center. You are correct. Thank you guys for helping us out. All right, let's see here.
Alrighty, so that's pretty much gonna wrap up qualifying. I don't think anybody is out right now in a lap. No. Alrighty. So Shadow kind of coming out of nowhere here. I didn't have him on my notes at all, especially from the previous season. A bit of an unknown here, but definitely showing his pace. He's put basically a second in between him and the rest of the field.
Yeah, Shadow is gonna be sitting real pretty up there on pole, knowing he's got a big pace advantage. Everybody behind him now. Bronson, I don't know if you caught this. He's gonna be starting on mediums in the back, most likely. Let's see here.
All right, so where did I end up at? In last place?
Alrighty, to run through your starting lineup quickly, we got Shadow MX with pole positions, sticking the Red Bull up there on pole in the first round. PBJ, we got Johannes in 3rd, I found in 4th, Ziggy in 5th, Leaf Says in 6th, Sargento in 7th, Rivas in 8th, OG in 9th, Kevin Magnuson in 10th, KCEB in 11th,
Yep.
Buffalo in 12th. Excuse me, I don't know how to say his name. The McLaren driver. The McLaren driver in P13. Bay Bry in P14. Bob in P15. Sid P16. And Bronson wraps out your starting lineup in P17. He's going to be one to watch for sure. He's going to make a storm to the field.
Yep. Sid is also a former D1 driver who has filled in as a reserve in many races. And so him starting in the back, be prepared to see him cutting through the field as well.
Yep, going to be interesting to see how this plays out. You know, obviously, this is a very fast track, and it's very easy to DNF on this track, so I'm not doubting we're going to see at least a safety car here. Which could shake up the strategies a little bit.
I think we're going to see more than one safety car here. I think, you know, turn 3 is common to see wipeouts, and then just the way you race around here, there's a lot of times you'll be coming around a corner and someone will just be sitting in the middle of the track. So that will definitely be a strategy shaker-upper.
Absolutely. I believe we're going to be doing a warm-up lap here.
Oh, no. It looks like we are going... They're straight into
lights
it.
out and away we go. Shadow Mix getting a good run, gapping the field. Looks like Ziggy's got a run on the outside of Johannes right now in the Mercedes.
Oh, and the other Mercedes went right down the inside. Let's see here.
Yep, I saw that. We got a
Alpha that also just wiped out at the end of turn 1.
Yep, bit of a traffic jam here in turn 3. Looks like everyone's gonna negotiate through it. Ziggy moving up into P2 here, looking like Sargento's gonna try and make a run around the outside of that Mercedes. Gonna outbrake him there. Looks like, oh no, Johannes went through. He outbroke him midway through the corner. That was awesome. He's gonna keep the position.
All right, and Shadow's already put a 2-second gap on Siggy, so let's kind of jump back here. What just happened? Sid is fighting through. Bronson is fighting through. I just jumped on board with Bronson.
Yep, Sid just got a run on OGOG here, and Bronson just followed him through, followed Sid through, so they're already up to P9 and P10. So these guys are definitely going to be storming through the field.
Oh, Siggy and Johannes are battling. Let me jump back up there and catch this battle. We've got Johannes right on the tail of Siggy. This is a battle for P2 right here.
Have a little look around the outside. Johannes is. He looks like he's gonna not get the preferred traction. Ziggy's gonna get a little bit better traction. Obviously, these guys don't want to be deploying too much right now because the DRS is just around the corner. You just gotta hang on to the guy in front of you to keep that DRS train.
And Leaf says just gained a position. He's now in P4. He overtook Sargento. Looks like Revis overtook PBJ. PBJ is dropping down. What is going on with PBJ? Let me hop on board with him really quick.
I just seen Revis go through him, so I think there may be a problem with him.
Okay.
With PBJ.
Is he ghosted right now?
I believe he may be AI right now.
All right. Well, let's go ahead
looks like he might have actually got it figured out.
All right. Well, I jumped back on with Johannes. I'm actually on board in the cockpit cam. He is using his ERS. He's going to try and take Siggy down the inside. These two are really battling for P2 and P3 right now.
Johannes with a little bit better traction out of there than Ziggy. Ziggy's going to have a run on though. If I'm not mistaken, DRS is enabled. Going to go around the inside here.
And
he's
he
going to try to
backs out of
outbrake
it.
him. Look like Johannes just straight up outbroke him down into turn 4 there. Good job for him to defend.
I'm going to jump back down to Revis. Revis is under pressure from Bronson. Bronson just overtook him. And Bronson is now chasing down PBJ. Oh, we got a yellow flag. It looks like, is it Sid?
Sid, I think.
Sid had an incident happen. I'm gonna jump.
Sid is missing his right front end plate there. He's gonna have to come and get that fixed. There's no way you can run around this truck with any type of damage. So
he might have connected with iFound because it looks like iFound just went into the pits. So I'm jumping back on board with Bronson. Bronson is chasing down PBJ. And he's going to go on the outside.
Gonna get that move done well before the corner. It's just guys on rails. It's insane. He just set a purple sector 1. He's gonna have to DRS again.
It's like he's hunting down Sargento.
If I was PBJ, I would just try to hold on to Bronson, to the back of Bronson's car as best as possible, because he's gonna pull you up to the field.
Yep. Now I would like to jump over to Kevin Magnuson, but I don't want to leave this. Kevin Magnuson just overtook B-Bry. KCB is also right on the tail of them.
I'm just keeping an eye on Bronson here.
Yeah,
he's gonna make another. He's gonna make another move, maybe even on the front stretch here. Yep, he's gonna try and make the move. Not usually a passing opportunity. He's gonna get the job done well before the corner again.
He's on mediums as well. He is going to looking really good once these softs start to wear out on the other drivers. Oh, and then is that Sargento just dove down the inside. Luckily Bronson avoided it, cut back and kept the position, and PBJ snuck right on through and overtook Sargento.
Yep, PBJ actually had quite the run on Bronson there and kind of backed out of it into turn 4. So I think he's doing exactly what I said. He's just gonna follow him around the racetrack and just keep that DRS pace.
So I'm gonna jump on down to Uji. He is battling B-Bry right now, and I know we got a lot of OG fans. Apologize if I'm saying that incorrectly.
I think we have Rivas around right now on the inside
Oh!
of the
Yeah.
Sector 2S's.
OG just made a great overtake on B-Bry. Right there in the middle sector. I think is that turn 6 and 7 or 7 and 8?
7 and 8, yep.
Yep. All right, now he's got Oh, who were you on board with? What just happened?
I'm just following along with Rivas again. Rivas is just trying to get the thing going. He's got all the bits on his car, but those tires are really heated up, and he went through the final turn, and looks like he's just going to go straight in the pits here and get a new set of tires. Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
So once you get those tires hot, it's so easy, especially when you're in a league race like this. You just want to go fast again, but you got to commit the next 4 or 5 corners to just go slow, let the tires catch up to you.
That adrenaline gets going, and you just want to push.
Especially after a mistake, absolutely.
So I hopped back on board with PBJ since he's the closest racer right now to someone in front of him. And Bronson is actually closing the gap on Leaf says.
So about anybody 12th back has pitted onto the medium tires, except for Buffalo, who's on he went medium to soft, but everybody in the top 11 have still yet to pit. Do you know what the tire life is around here for the softs?
Not very long. I believe it's 9 to 10 laps, 9 to 12 laps or something like that.
Yeah, well, we're getting up there, and
PBJ with the late dive on Bronson. I don't know if it was actually a dive or if he just misjudged his braking and he avoided it. He did a good job of avoiding contact.
Yep, Bronson gonna make a move on the inside or have a look at Leaf says he's gonna have the traction. They're gonna be side by side, but going around the outside there is not very easy. Believe me, and they make contact.
They make contact. Leaf just runs wide. I don't think he was prepared to. With how much speed you have to. PBJ also avoids him and he spins. Oh no!
Does a good job of getting out of the way there, but
let's make sure Kevin doesn't collect him. Kevin is coming through. It looks like he'll be okay. Sorry, guys. All right, so I'm back on with Leaf. Let's see if he's trying. Oh, he's already lost DRS to Bronson.
Yeah, that little incident they had, I think PBJ and them might have had a little bit of a squabble there, so that probably pushed him way out of DRS range of Bronson already.
Yeah. Oh, B-Bry is diving into the pits. He's on mediums. It's an early pit stop. I wonder if he has damage. Not sure, but let's go ahead and jump back on with Kevin. Kevin is coming up on OG.
Yeah, just confirm. B-Bry did have he had no front wing, so he's in for took the hards off to go back on the hards.
Oh no, he's going on to hards. He was on mediums, so he's gonna finish the race on hards. It looks like, which is a smart call. He needs to change to a different compound, and the softs aren't gonna make it.
Yes, you are correct. He did go medium to hard. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not sure. I always say every week, I don't think hards are ever really the move, but prove me wrong. I see PJ picking up a 3-second time penalty there, probably for track limits.
Yeah, and don't always count on those. Those can always be contested afterwards, so I wouldn't take those for granted. All right, let's see here.
I found as well, picking up 3-second penalty for track limits. It's very easy to do around here. I think in my last year in Division 1 race, I had about 9 seconds of penalties, so it's very easy to push too hard and get the center line of the car off the track and pick up a penalty.
Sorry, I did.
I have to say, everyone's been pretty well behaved here. No safety car yet.
Oh, Leaf just picked up a penalty as well. All right, I'm jumping up to Siggy. Siggy is chasing down Bronson, or Bronson just got past Siggy, one of the two.
Yeah, Bronson just passed him. Looks like he's pulling a little bit of gap on Ziggy right now. Ziggy's kind of hanging on with DRS right now.
Kevin Magnuson is diving in the pits. Yep, so these softs are coming to the end of their life. A lot of people are probably going to go to mediums. See if Siggy got a good run there. And he's at the end of his tire life, and Bronson's, those mediums are still strong, so it's going to be very hard for Siggy to keep up. All right, we got a yellow flag in Sector 2. Who is that? Is that Bob?
Yep, that was Bob. Looked like he went a little deep into turn 3 there and just had to get the thing spun around. Don't see any damage on his car. Looks like he's got all his bits, so.
All right, well, I'm going to hop down to the McLaren. Is it Guatemala or Flosi? I am sorry if I'm butchering your name. He's making a move on KCB. He's going down the inside on turn 7. Can he make it work? He's on old mediums. Oh, and he runs wide on the exit. Red Bull's fighting back. Oh, and the McLaren is able to hold the position after running wide. The Red Bull
KCB's going around the inside. I'm not sure if he's pitting.
It looked like he was going for the pits. Oh,
and
who did he just collect?
He just collected a McLaren. I believe it's iFound. He tried to turn right all the way over from the left side of the track to go into the pits and just pulled straight in front of iFound there.
Yeah, wow. iFound could not have expected that. It almost looked like Flosi was trying to dive into the pits, but I'm not sure why.
Sorry, say that again?
I'm sorry. It almost looked like KCB was trying to dive into the pits, like he had missed the pit entry, and he was just trying to get in there. Oh man, that's so upsetting for iFound. Hurt his race.
He tried to go around the inside. I forget who it was, but tried to go the inside of somebody, and then just obviously through that corner, you just wash out, and then just wanted to get. He was effectively on the overtaking lane on the freeway, and wanted to get all the way over to the off ramp, and yeah, that's what's gonna happen if you just fly across the track. You're gonna take somebody out. So, unfortunate there, but I would have just gone around for another lap personally.
All right, let's see here. The closest battle right now is Siggy is still holding on to the tail of Bronson, and Siggy's got 11-lap-old softs. Sid is also hunting down, is it Flosi, the McLaren. These are our two closest battles on track right now.
Just following along with Shadow as well. He just missed the pit lane, so he's going to stay out for another lap, pushing these tires a little far. Looks like Johannes is going to do the same thing. Bronson obviously not going to come in.
Bob just spun out in front of Sid and Flosi. Luckily, they were able to avoid it. Let's see here. This is still our closest battle on track, everybody. Sid's gonna get DRS. He's on newer mediums, but they're both on that medium tire. Looks like Siggy pit for new mediums, and he came out right in front of PBJ. I'm gonna hop on board with PBJ.
All right, just saying Shadow's just stayed out again, so he's extending the life very long on soft tires.
Yeah, he's got a 10-second gap, so he might just be hoping for a safety car. He's probably seen those accidents, and he's probably hoping that, you know, if I've got a lead, I might as well keep pushing, and he knows.
You got to think somebody's going to be trying the undercut, whether it be Johannes or Bronson. I guess Bronson's on the medium, so.
PBJ's got another 3-second time penalty. All right, looks like Leaf is in the pits, so is Sargento.
Yep, that should be their final pit stop of the day.
On board with OG right now. Looks like he has a lot of fans in the chat. Love to see the support. Love to see everybody come out and support their driver. I try to hop to them whenever they are close to a battle so you guys can see the people you come here to see. Right now, OG just got the task of making these old softs last. I'm hoping he's going to come into the pit so he can get on some fresh mediums. He's made them last almost halfway through the race.
Yeah, looks like the leaders are still staying out, and Bronson is slowly but surely cutting down the gap to Johannes there. See another spin out in turn 3. Looked like another AlphaTauri.
In the chat, you guys are asking the Div 1 driver. His name is Bronson Stafford. He is in 3rd place right now on those mediums. And OG does dive into the pits. But Bronson has not pitted yet, so he was not going to stay in 3rd place. He will probably drop back to 5th when he pits, because he's got a pretty big gap over Siggy. And I think that
here comes Shadow coming in the pits right now.
All right, so our leader is pitting.
Yeah, it looks like Johannes is going to follow him along as well. Like, good solid pit stop. Going on the mediums. Same with the Mercedes, and that's going to give Bronson the lead right now. As Shadow actually just picked up a penalty. I didn't catch that. 5 seconds.
Speeding in the pit
sure
lane?
I think that's 10 seconds or a drive-through. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe the Belanda line? Maybe he crossed the Belanda line when you come out of the pits? I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah.
But he definitely just picked up a 5-second penalty, and that's pretty crucial. Especially because it was after his pit stop, so obviously he could have served it.
Well, I'm on board with Shadow right now. He's chasing back down Bronson. He's got a lapped driver in front. Oh, Bronson just got a 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. Jump down to Siggy. It looks like Siggy's got a 1-second gap that he's trying to close on Johannes. Johannes? Johannes? I'm not sure how you say his name.
Yeah, just a note, guys. If we say your name wrong, just let us know after the race or whatever, and we can work on the pronunciation, because some of your names are a little tricky to say.
So B-Bry is ghosted, so that is why his car looked funny right there. They do that so that way when you're lapping a car, it does not interfere with your race. You don't want them to wreck when you are lapped. So it looks like the last person on sauce is PBJ, and he has just come into the pits. So he tried to do a massive overcut. Let's see if it works out at the end of the race. Actually, let me correct that. Bronson has not pitted yet, but he started on mediums. So the last person to start on softs has gone into the pits. All right, and Shadow is actually coming back up on Bronson. So Shadow is flying around here.
Yeah, well, Shadow just set the fastest lap of the race. That last lap, he set a 105.4. And he's actually lapping 3 seconds, almost 3 seconds, 2.5 seconds more faster than Bronson right now with those fresh tires.
Wow, 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 wow. That's incredible. Oh, and he's trying to make a move. Oh, Bronson's giving him a squeeze.
Like, he's going to get the job done. He's going to have the traction. Bronson's not going to give it up that easily, though.
That was a great, clean battle right there. Very tricky place to get it right. on old tires. So good job, Bronson, for giving enough space. And Shadow with the brave move down the inside, but he absolutely nailed it.
And just a word, I think PBJ right now is having a couple problems with his connection to the server right now.
He is ghosted as well. So he's either paused in the menu because he might be having hardware difficulties.
No, he just popped up on my Steam and said he started playing F1 about 20 seconds ago. So I think he's having some type of game problem or connection issue.
Okay. All right. Well, I am on OG, and OG gets to overtake PBJ while he is away from his controller. And then OG is within DRS range of Flosi, so I will hop on board with him since we've got a lot of OG fans in the chat. And it looks like he's going to be making a move for the position.
Yep, he's there. I think he's in DRS range. Yep, he's going to get it down the front stretch here.
He's burning ERS to close this gap. He's going to go for it in the end, into turn 3.
Actually forgets to turn it off through the corner. That's commitment.
He turned it off.
Gotta get a run. He's going to go around the outside here. See if he can get the move done before the corner.
Oh yeah, it looks like he's going to hop back on with Flosi so we can see this battle from the trailing car's perspective. And OG's pulling away, but Flosi has DRS open right now. He's going to close the gap. Going into turn 4. Okay, they make it through cleanly. OG is pulling away. And in a couple of attempts just through this section, we have a yellow flag again. I think it's Bob or Buffalo Trace has gone off. B-Bry picking up a penalty for multiple track warnings. Flosi has stayed in DRS range, but he has used a lot of ERS, so this will be a very close battle. I've lost the interval times, so I can't tell you how close he is. But OG is flying through here, even without DRS. He started to pull a gap.
Well, he's got the superior tires right now. He's got about 13 laps, better tires. So
you're right. Flosi is on old mediums.
Bronson picking up another penalty. He's struggling with those 20 lap old tires.
Yeah, let me actually pull up how much. Pull up the penalties really quick, so everybody can see.
Okay, so I'm just getting my telemetry back now.
Yeah, looks like Flosi's staying in DRS range on these old mediums. Ooh, and that was a bad corner cut, and that was his last warning. He just got a 3-second penalty, so OG definitely does not need to worry about him right now. OG's got a 15-second gap between the car in front of him that he needs to worry about chasing down. Alright, I'm going to stay on this battle. It's still the only one with DRS range. I might hop down to iFound, depending on what happens here.
Yeah, it looks like iFound's...
Yeah, I'm going to hop down to iFound really quick. iFound's probably going to try and make a move on Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin had a mistake or something last lap. His iFound's going to go around the outside here. Seen this a few times. They're even into the corner. Oh, looks like a little bit of contact there, and he's gonna almost turn him. iFound's gonna have the DRS though. Looked like Kevin just clipped his rear wheel there and almost sent him around. So good save by iFound.
Yep. And iFound already had that accident, remember, earlier with KCEB, so iFound has got to fight back through the pack to try and get back into the points range. Good job by them two for keeping it on track. Now, Flosi's making a move on OG. I'm wondering what happened here. He's closed the gap. Jumping back up to Flosi.
Yep, he's got that DRS. Looks like he's saving a little bit of his DRS, which is a good idea. Try and set up a run.
Yeah, he probably just saw OG. OG's ERS light blink, which means OG's low on boost right now.
Yeah, OG's down to 24%. McLaren drivers up to 30%, so it's definitely going to be an interesting battle to follow to the end here. However, Flosi does have a penalty, so and OG doesn't. So
Yep.
you know, that could be something to think about in the future.
But you're a racer. You want to keep that position on track. You don't want to have to win it through just time penalties.
Absolutely, yeah. Even if you do have penalties, you still want to pass every guy you see. Absolutely.
Exactly. All right. Well, I hopped on board with PBJ since he's actually closing the gap to Flosi. It looks like PBJ is back and racing, because you can tell because he started driving a second faster a lap, second and a half at least.
Yeah, gonna have the DRS, but he's not gonna use any ERS because he sees that Flosi does have the DRS as well. Let's see if he can get a good launch out of this corner. He gets really good traction. Flosi had a little bit of a bobble there. PBJ is gonna dump everything, try to go around the inside here, but they are dead even in terms of pace. PBJ is just gonna not brake late enough, gonna tuck in right behind him. Thinking about making a move on the outside of the turn, the Estes here.
And it looks like Flosi does back out of it. He knows he's got older mediums, and he gives it up to PBJ. Well, not gives it up. PBJ earned that one, but PBJ keeps picking up penalties for track warnings. He has 9 seconds of penalties right now.
Yeah, he's just pushing, and he's probably frustrated with his hardware issue or whatever was going on. So, but I have to say that was a great pass. Around the outside is not easy through there, and turns 6 and 7. So he did a great job there.
And this is such a mental game. So I mean, if you have these hardware problems, these network connection issues, and you have these track limit warnings, it just gets in your head, and it becomes very difficult to stay focused. So we've got the AlphaTauris fighting each other. Looks like that was a team order. It looks like OG just moved out of the way for PBJ. They didn't fight each other. They're both in the same chats probably, so they probably communicated that, knowing that PBJ has a 9-second time penalty.
Absolutely, he's got slightly fresher tires too. We might as well just let him go race. As we were talking, Bronson got around Ziggy there. Bronson's actually put on a fresh set of soft tires. So Bronson's have an eye on him. He's going to be flying. Probably going to be the fastest guy on track here. But he's got 9 seconds to run down Johannes. So
plus his 6-second time penalty.
Well, I have to say though, he's got about 11 laps left, and he's going to be right there with the tire wear on the soft tires. But by the end of the race here, that Mercedes driver is going to have almost 20 laps on his mediums. So
yeah,
I would put my money on a worn set of softs versus a worn set of mediums. So could be interesting.
We will see, and plus they will be lighter with fuel, which means they'll be able to go faster. I'm losing my timing screen again, so I'm not sure who's close and battling. So let me.
Everybody's pretty spread out right now. I think my screen's going a little crazy right now, but it doesn't look like anybody's particularly close to anybody at this moment.
Ebright just came out of the pits. He's got fresh softs, so he's going to see if he can do something. He is ghosted because they are lapped right now, and so game does not want them messing with Johannes' race. Oh no, and I was on board with iFound as he spins out. So even though you're ghosted, you still get affected by dirty air, and it looks like he lost his front wing. No safety car though, no safety car.
Yeah, now it's just a struggle to get that thing back to the pits.
So I jumped on board with OG. It looks like he was just lapped by, I think, Shadow. Let me watch iFound and make sure no one else wrecks into him, not knowing that he doesn't have a front wing. Looks like we got an Alpine coming up on him.
Naturally, he should ghost because he is damaged. So yeah.
Okay, good. There we go.
Like Ziggy gonna go through him, pass him, and he's coming into the pits.
What a move by Siggy right there. Ziggy putting on, looks like he's probably gonna put on fresh softs. Yep. All right, chat. Let's see here. Where do we want to go to? Revis looks like
So
he's
Shadow-
battling Bebry. They've got less than a second gap, so let's see if Revis can chase him down. What were you saying about Shadow? I'm sorry.
He's still the fastest car on track, even though he's on 11 lap old medium. So this guy's got a lot of pace, that's for sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Red Bull team moves him up to the D2, D1 team soon. You don't keep someone with that much pace in D3 for very long, and D3 sometimes you're in there just because you joined the league late, so you start in the entry league and you work your way up. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him get tapped to be moved.
It is absolutely a little bit of a feeder series. I'm not sure how they're doing it, if they're just going to run out this season this year. I'm not too sure how it is. I do know some guys are in Division 3 just mainly because of real life commitments. This is the best time for them to race, so. Oh, and I see a AlphaTauri again around. Looks to be Buffalo. Looks like he got it going again.
Both AlphaTauris are struggling here today.
Yep, I'm just looking at, sorry, Sargento. He's right behind OG right now.
Oh, I jumped up to him.
Sargento thinking about making a move on the inside. That's not really a great place. He gets squeezed out and backs out. It was a good job by him to avoid contact there. Just seen a few penalties pop up as well. Bronson up to 9 seconds. Shadow still with that 5 second. Leaf says with 3 seconds. So that's gonna hurt Bronson even more.
That puts Leaf right now in P5, and I believe Siggy just pitted for fresh soft, so I think Siggy's actually gonna reel Leaf in and see if he can make up some of the gap onto Bronson, because you remember Bronson's gonna be slowed down at the end with his 9 second time penalties.
Yep, and Ziggy's just looking at the timing screen right now, Ziggy's running some really good laps. Sargento making a move on the inside.
And he dives down the inside of OG, makes it stick. He's going to come out ahead of OG.
OG's going to have a run, though.
Yep, we're going to stay on board with him. Watch the broadcast cam.
Side by side, no contact, that was good. OG had a little bit of a bobble coming out of the corner.
Neither one of them opened their DRS. I don't know what's going on. I believe Sargento had it, but he didn't open it up.
Yeah, that could be just a visual glitch on our side.
Okay.
As we see OG now with the DRS, so maybe not.
Sargento pulling away. Let me pull up and see who's on fresh tires. Yep, Sargento's on brand new medium tires, so no wonder he was able to get all that traction through the corner. Be able to make that move stick as he breaks away from DRS range. Let's go up to Leaf. Leaf has just been overtaken by Siggy. Sorry, we missed that right there. Siggy on those brand new 2 lap old softs. He is flying right now.
Yep, Ziggy, as of last lap, is the fastest car on track. He's lapping about 2 seconds faster than Leaf says, so let's see why he passed him. Looking like Bronson had a bit of a rough lap last lap. He was about 5 seconds off the pace there, so gonna be interesting to see if Ziggy can get it within that 9 second range and sneak a 3rd place here.
Well, he's on 5 lap newer soft tires. Pull back up the penalties here. He's got 17 seconds between him and 12 seconds between him and Bronson, right? No, 17 seconds between him and Bronson.
17 seconds, yep.
Needs to get that gap to under 9 seconds in order to get a podium here in the first race of the season. Sorry for any Shadow fans. We haven't been watching him just because he's been flying around the track. He's got a 20 second lead to Johannes. Well, I guess it's actually a 18-second lead after you take into account the penalties.
Yeah. Excuse me. He's just been on another level this today, so. I mean, he's run a great race, but it's been a pretty boring race from his perspective. He's just been logging off the laps, really. But great drive by him so far.
Go ahead and jump down to iFound. iFound is reeling in Kevin Magnussen. I think iFound has had 2 accidents, so it's not been his best race. It's going to be one he's probably going to want to remember, but he's going to try and fight and get in the points. You can get ahead of Kevin Magnussen, and then who knows, you might have someone in the points DNF, and that'll move him up into the 10th spot. Top 10 get points, everybody, in F1. For those of you that are new.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I wasn't going to say it at first, but I'm going to say it now. Nobody's DNF'd yet, and no offense, but Division 3, we usually do see quite a few DNFs, so this has been a great race by all the drivers so far, keeping it clean as possible.
Well, with 3 laps to go, we're not going to have a safety car either. So
You are right.
we have a D3 race with no safety car. Currently no DNFs. Hopefully that does not give a commentator's curse to anybody. But I'm excited to see that. Oh, and Kevin runs wide. iFound's going to get the DRS and just fly on by him with the soft tires.
Looks like Kevin's going to think about the inside a little bit far back. iFound's going to give him the space anyway. He's going to say thank you very much. He's going to turn him. And
oh my.
Kevin just DNF'd iFound. Literally, he tried to do that about 10 laps ago, and we just seen the same thing again. That is iFound out of the race.
And I don't know about you, but from my initial reaction, that looked like that was Kevin's fault right there. iFound gave plenty of space. That's difficult.
I mean, yeah, iFound practically missed the corner for him, but we'll leave that up to the stewards to decide. That's not our
Yep, you're right.
Not our job, so.
You're right. Very well. I could be remembering or didn't see everything. So Kevin's going to worry about his race. He's probably going to pit right now, pick up a new front wing. Man, and you know, we were just talking about iFound having a difficult race, and we did give him the commentator's curse right there.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. I look at this race, especially, you know, it's a lot of DRS train, and it's a bit of it's one of the wild card races, I'd say, this season, if that makes sense. It's kind of like, if you're any NASCAR fans out there, it's like going to Talladega. You don't know if you're going to be upside down in a wall or if you're going to finish in third. You know what I mean? It's very easy to get caught up in a lot of stuff and just have a bad race here.
That is true. I'm on board with Leaf. No one else is really close to anybody. With penalties, though, Sargento is in a net P6, it looks like. And it looks like Siggy has closed the gap, and he's right now in P3 on Bronson. No.
Yeah, that's a good eye.
No, Siggy has a 3-second time penalty now, so he has to close the gap to within 6 seconds. So I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, where did Siggy pick up that penalty? I must have missed it.
That happened about 4 or 5 laps ago, but I mean, I've just been consistently watching the timing screen here. Ziggy just last lap has lapped 2 seconds faster than Bronson, but I don't know what's been going on with Bronson. He's setting, you know, 108s, 110s consistently here, so I'm not sure if Bronson has a problem. Maybe picked up a slight bit of damage, or if he's just having an issue. But
I'm spectating the winner, or the what looks like is going to be our winner of the very first race of Season 2 in the Zoom Racing League, Division 3, around Austria, as he just starts the third sector. And that one-off Red Bull livery. He has pulled a 36 second gap to P2. And man, this guy has some incredible pace, almost a second faster a lap than everybody else if you think about it, between him and second. 36 lap, 36 second gap. That's incredible.
Absolutely.
Bronson
You see everybody else.
Bronson must have damage because Siggy is almost, if Siggy can close it by another second.
I had a look. Actually, sorry. Bronson fuel light is flashing. I'm not just sure if that's because it's the last lap, but you're right. Bronson's been off the pace, and it's gonna be interesting to see if Ziggy can pull out. He's gonna need about 8/10 here in the last few corners.
Oh, I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. But man, that was close. 8/10 away from a podium. You're right. Bronson might have had fuel issues. It's like Leaf.
Sorry, we just had Rivas DNF on the front stretch and about
Rivas.
100 meters away from the start-finish line. I have no idea what just happened. I just seen him pick up a time penalty and then he disappeared off my screen. So he's not gonna finish the race.
No, Rivas. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so disappointed to see him DNF on this race. He was doing so well in just the last lap, last corner. Man, that's frustrating.
Yeah, you hate to see it. It's easy to get caught out here. So your winner is Shadow. With that must be a debut win. I don't think we've seen Shadow before.
Yeah, I think he's new to the league. The Mexican racer on the Red Bull team looks like he's a young Sergio Perez in the making. The fastest lap actually went to Johannes. So Johannes at a 1:04.7 during the race.
Yeah, Johannes going to be coming in second place there. Bronson P3, Ziggy P4, Leaf says P5, Sargento P6, PBJ P7, OGOG P8, FlowC P9, Sid P10, KCB P11, Kevin P12, Bbry P13, Rivas going to look like he's going to sneak P14 there because Buffalo and Bob were off a lap down in 15th and 16th, and I found who unfortunately DNF rounds out your finishing order. So we want to see if we can get some of these guys in the commentator booth here, get some interviews going.
16 or 61.
So Shadow, Johannes, and Bronson interviews will be coming momentarily. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, we got Bronson here in the waiting room. So
go ahead and pull him in.
Do that in just 2 seconds.
You know.
Bronson.
What's up?
How's it going, man? Walk us through that race. You did a good job finishing P3 today, and made your way through the field. What was it like out there?
Honestly, it wasn't too bad. I mean, we had no safety cars, so that's huge. But I don't know. My setup sucked. It had the most understeer of any car I've ever driven, so I think I'm gonna have to change my setups around for the Haas and see what we get. But I literally could not turn or get the front tires to work at all, so I'm happy with a third given that.
Yeah, just a quick question. We were following along. We have some new telemetry actually we've been running in the stream. This is the first time this week, first time we've ever done it. I noticed your times were very much falling off at the end there. What was that just down to the setup or what?
Were you banking on a safety car and underfueled your car?
That's another thing with the setup for the Haas, actually. I started with 1.55 extra laps of fuel, and this thing, short shifting and coasting, it was burning like almost 0.1 a lap. So I don't know what was going on with that, but basically they last probably from 31 to 34, 35. I just ran in 8th gear the entire track. And then I never actually ran out of fuel, even though the game said I was empty. So I have no idea if it's just like a bug or something or what, but I didn't sputter until the last corner, so I guess I did it all for nothing.
Hey, who cares? You got P3 at the end of the day. All we can say is good drive, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah,
Congrats.
Hopefully. It was fun.
Alrighty. Let's get who we getting in here next? get Shadow?
No, Shadow's the winner. Who finished P2?
You're gonna have to remind. Actually, I got it up here. Johannes, excuse me.
Johannes. Yes, there we go.
I don't see him in the chat here, so we're just gonna quickly get Shadow in here.
Yeah.
Maybe see if we can figure out who Johannes is on the Discord. Shadow,
Hey guys.
how's it going, man? Congratulations on your P1 there. I gotta ask. I'm not sure if we've seen you in the league before. Is this a debut win?
Yeah, debut win.
There you go, man. So walk us through your race. What was it like? What was it like from your perspective, being out in front all race?
I mean, I would like to say it was pretty tough, but actually it was pretty chill. Being at the lead since lap 1 until lap 36. Take it pretty easy, not too many risks, and a very chilly win. I have to say that I thought that Bronson would be faster, but it's still the first race, and I hope I can dominate all 8, or how many races are there?
So I love to hear that. Well, I'm hoping to watch you dominate all 8 races. Just to give you a little bit of background, Bronson did start in last place on purpose.
Yeah, I
So
know.
so he almost actually he did finish on the podium. He was hunting you down, but you obviously had this race under control. 36-second gap to P2. So it seemed like an easy
Yeah,
race from our perspective.
yeah. That medium stint was also pretty defining and pretty good.
Well, congrats on your inaugural win. Good luck the rest of the season,
Thanks.
and we look forward to seeing you in more post-race interviews on Saturday nights.
Yeah.
Take care,
Thanks.
Shadow.
Thanks, guys.
Problem.
Alrighty, just trying to get a hold of Johannes here. Not
Johannes
sure.
actually does not interview, so he will
Alrighty.
not be joining our post-race interview.
Alrighty, well that was very entertaining to watch. Definitely a different a change of pace in terms of accidents and safety cars. So definitely a big improvement from last year, and I'm really excited to follow the season this year.
Well, I just want to say thank you for everyone in the stream. We had quite a few people join. A lot of people were friends and fans of some of our drivers, and love to see you back next week. We do every D3 race at 8 p.m. on Saturday. We typically start right on time, so don't be late if you want to catch the entire thing. And keep showing your drivers support in the chat. And who knows, maybe next week you'll hear them at the post-race interview if they get a podium. And that will be it for our D3 broadcast, everybody. And so just so you're aware, tomorrow night is our D2 and D1 divisions. So if you liked watching tonight's stream, you'll see even faster drivers tomorrow night. D2 starts at 8 p.m. Eastern, and D1 starts at 10 p.m. Eastern. And I'm your broadcaster, Tyler.
And I'm Jack.
And we will see you next time. All right, and that's it.